Welcome.
Welcome to both of you.
Welcome to HugNation.
HugNation. I'd rather hug you than hurt you.
Oh,
Life is a blessing.
so
Bless
true.
others.
And we're here. It's Tuesday afternoon, 1 p.m. Pacific time on the West Coast. We are in your cocoon,
Excellent.
and you just came back from a break from your cocoon.
That's right. I've been up to Seattle for the weekend. I was celebrating a dear friend that I have known for 29 years. No, I've known him for much longer than that. I met him in Grand Junction and helped him become a minister. And he just celebrated 29 years at the First Baptist Church of Seattle. A great man who plays second fiddle beautifully, and he affirms. And 3 or 4 ministers have come since he was there.
Really?
And he heals them, and he helps the people in between pastorates as they come. So I spoke, because I had performed his wedding. I'd been close to him for all these years, and it was just a glorious celebration as they said thank you, because whenever people have been sick or sorrowful or in difficulty, he's been an amazing minister. So I said, I'm going to fly up there even if I die. So I flew, and I used oxygen on the plane, and I had a glorious celestial experience of touching my friends that I knew in that church. Except I'm worn out, because Seattle is a beautiful town built on hills. But I had to walk up 2 blocks to get to the church. Then I had to walk up steps in the church. But I made it.
You made it.
And I rejoice.
Ooh.
And I thank you for letting me share that little thought of a very personal excursion. Delightful every way.
Well, that was fantastic. We were talking at lunch about the way that people influence you and the way that you influence other people.
Right.
And you were saying, that this was a particularly wonderful experience because it's kind of, you can almost see the wake of your life. You can. And the effect that you've had, and the positive effect that you've had on people in your past.
That's right. The weight of your life counts. You have power of giving love and joy and affirmation and caring. And I believe that the weight of your life counts in ways in which you never recognize it. Yet you have done. For example, 2 ladies down the dining room just said, you got a wonderful grandson.
Oh, nice.
And they said, you look beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
As I walked out, they said, just want to say thank you, and thanks for the pictures. Because I'd given them all pictures of themselves. I'm a paparazzi pastor.
It's interesting that you seem to focus almost exclusively on giving. Giving pictures, giving thanks, giving things, and yet your cup overflows.
Yeah, but I'm receiving. My number 1 son, he flew from Boulder here. He picked me up, and my daughter took me over. My daughter turned me over to him and said, you take good care of him. We had oxygen on the planes flying up. We had oxygen coming back. And he said, you're not going to die on my watch. And he brought me back to San Diego.
Well, I'm glad.
I'm thrilled with family. Oh, 4 children have blessed me beyond words. Really, and I'm not kidding when I say the cup flows over and I drink out of the saucer. This is bonus stuff every day because I'm on my way.
Well, it's a bonus round for everyone because we get to enjoy you and spend time with you and hear from you.
I rejoice in having you.
You were saying we were just talking about kind of the influence that you've had on people as a mentor. But at lunch you were talking about your mentor or your guide.
Yes.
And who are the person or people that you think have influenced you the most?
Well, there are many people. I have been blessed wherever I've touched. Every parish I've gone to, I've had just marvelous friends, and here was a whole set of people. In fact, this is one of the jokes I told there. I met a man in the hallway, a very old man who could hardly stand up. His daughter was picking up. He says, I went to a class at Burton on Vashon Island when you were a young minister from Bellingham, Washington, and he says, you spoke on how to fall in love intelligently.
Wow.
And he said, I said, you make my day. And I said, well, you know, I was talking about that just before my wife died. Because before Carol died, she said, you know, we were in a tent out there on the beach at Vashon Island, and it rained nearly every day. But she says, you know, I think that's where I became pregnant with David.
Wow, that's where your family started.
And David was there, walking around meeting all the people. Oh. He's 61 years old.
61, and 9 months ago, you guys were camping.
That's camping at Vashon Island.
Teaching about falling in love intelligently and
right.
Starting your family.
That's right.
What an amazing moment. Wow.
Beautiful story.
Well, let's since I don't think it can get any better than that, let's go straight into Hug Nation. Thank you, Marissa, Shells, Sarah, Lori, all the people that have popped into the chat room and popped out, the people that are listening on the archives, and the people that are listening from work and trying to be subtle and sly so their bosses don't hear them. We'll be quiet. Let's take a chance right now and grab ourselves by the shoulders. Think about the names in the chat room.
Yes, you and you and you. Blessings on you today.
The people that we passed in the last week, that are maybe the people that we passed throughout our lives. For some of us, those are the same list of people.
Our brothers and sisters, thank you for letting us touch you and you touch us. 2 letters came in, just marvelous. And I will answer them as time goes on. I read them carefully. And I gave out a lot of cards up in Seattle.
Oh, good. And we just hold ourselves in this embrace and enjoy that connection, that the simplest of joys, which is just feeling a part of the loving human family, letting yourself love more and opening yourself more to love. And so let's hold that and send out that hug to all those people that we've seen in our lives and touched. And also, as we squeeze, feel them squeezing us right back. And remembering that far more people would rather hug us than hurt us.
Shalom. Peace to you and joy. And may your mind be active today. You feel that you're related to all the human family, regardless of where you're born. It's an obstetrical accident. I am so grateful to be here in this way, in this place, in this late evening of my life as I begin to look forward to maybe a 95th birthday.
Woohoo! Well, let's look forward to a 95th birthday. Happy Hug Nation, everyone. Happy Hug Nation,
Indeed.
Grandpa.
Oh, it's great to feel your heartbeat. You're one of love.
And we send out a hug to all of you listening. If you're listening to the archives, we hope when you hit play, you feel that hug release out from your screen into your being. We want to make sure you know that we are ramping up enthusiasm for our Huggable campaign. So if you go to HugNation.com, you click on the little button that says Huggable, and you can get your buttons and learn all about how on Valentine's Day we're going to try to spread as many hugs as possible.
You have imagination. That's what it takes. Keep the sense of wonder in life. It's a great world, and today it's raining and warm, marvelous. The
And
rain
perfect as it should be.
cleans the air and all of that. And it didn't rain in Seattle either day. All
Nice.
3 days. Bicycles were out. It was an exciting time. And I saw the new park they just built out of an old oil dam. They're conserving. And we're going to have to learn to conserve more and more as conservation's in the future to keep this world, this beautiful little blue planet, going on and going on by not giving so much difficulty to it in terms of scraps and stuff. Thank you.
We thank you for coming home safely and having a wonderful trip, and we will plan on having another Hug Nation next week. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let me see if I can freeze the camera.
You only live once. Enjoy the color.